Good morning, pupils. How are you today? Hope you are staying safe at home. You are welcome to British Ivy School Nnewi e-learning platform. I'm Mrs. Udechi Christiana. And this morning we have Grammar Unit 5. Our topic is the use of when to express time in long sentences. The use of when to express time in long sentences. Remember last week we talked about use of when to express what? Reason in a sentence. Okay, today we want to look at using when to express what? Time. Adverbial clause does the work of an adverb. And what is an adverb? We know that an adverb is a word used to describe an action of a verb, such as when, how, or what, when, how, where it is done. Do you get what I said? Okay. Remember, an adverbial clause does the work of what? An adverb. That's what we said. And an adverb is what? We said an adverb is used to describe what? It's used to describe the action of a verb. We said that a verb is an action word or a what? A doing word. So we use an adverb to describe the action of a verb, such as how, where, or when it is done. Okay, and this adverbial clause is a dependent what? Clause. Remember that an adverbial clause is a dependent what? Clause that can stand on its own. It depending on the what? Independent what? Clause. Okay, look at this sentence. When you have finished your work, you may go home. But before that, when you look at this, when you have finished your work, you may go home. You can say a comma. So we use comma to separate what? Two clauses. When what? When an adverb begins the sentence. When an adverbial clause begins a sentence, you use what? You use comma to what? To separate the two clauses like this. When you have finished your work, you may go home. These are two clauses. This is a dependent clause, and this is what? An independent what? Clause that can stand on its own. So once the when starts a sentence, you have to do what? Use what? Comma to what? To separate the what? The two clauses. Did you get what I said? Okay. But when it doesn't, when like this, when you have finished your work, you may go home. Use comma to do what? To differentiate the two words, to separate the two clauses. But when adverbial clause did not start the sentence, there is no need to use comma. Did you get what I said? I said when. Remember, we are talking about use of when to express time. But when didn't start a sentence, you don't need to do what? Put comma. You don't need to use comma to separate it. There's no need. What you need to do is just to write it. Okay, let's look at the example for more clarification. When you have finished your work, you may go home. When are you to go home? Good. When you have done what? Finished their work. So this indicates what? It indicates time, or it expresses what? Time. Okay, look at the second sentence. I will do it when I fix. You can see that when didn't start this word, it didn't start the sentence with when. It is at the middle. So there is no need of using words, comma, to separate the two words, the two sentences. Look at this, the two clause. I will do it is a clause. When I think fit is another clause. I will do it is a independent clause. And when I think fit is what? Is a dependent word clause. And this when I think fit is what? Indicating the time when I will do it. Do you get it? Remember, we are using it to express time. Let me say it again. I said, I will do it when I think fit. This is what? Dependent clause, and this is what? Independent what? Clause. When I think fit, it is used to do what? To indicate the time I will do it. Okay, look at the third example. Everyone rose to their feet when he walked into the room. Everyone rose to their feet when he walked into the room. Okay. Everyone rose to their feet is a word, is an independent clause, and when he walked into the room is what? A dependent word clause. What does how do we know that when expresses time there? When he walked into the room, that's when everybody did what? Stood rose to their feet. Good. Here, when is used to express what? Time. Okay. He was talking on the phone when I arrived. Can we say it? He was talking on the phone when I arrived. When you look at this, you can see that when here is at the middle of the sentence. There is no comma. Remember what I told you at the initial stage that we use comma when we start the sentence. But here we can see that there is when is at the middle of the sentence, so there is no need of using words comma. It has come as a conjunction that holds the two clauses together. He was talking on the phone when I arrived. And when I arrived was the time he was what? Talking on the phone. So when here is used to express what? Time. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Okay. Let's look at the next example. I washed dishes when my daughter fell asleep. I washed dishes when my daughter fell asleep. Okay. You can see that this is also what? A dependent word clause. I wash dishes is an independent clause that can stand on its own. When my daughter fell asleep, it's depending on this. Okay, when did I wash the dishes? When my daughter did what? Fell asleep. You see, it is telling us, it's indicating what? The time I did what? I washed the dishes. Tells us what? Very good. When here is used to express what? Time. I hope you get what? Did you understand? Alright, remember that adverbial clause. Remember that adverbial clause does what? The work of an what? An adverb. Is that true? Yeah, and we say that an adverb is used to describe the action of a verb. The action of a verb, such as how, where, or when it is done. Did you get that? And remember, we are laying emphasis on using when to express what? Time. We use when to express time. And when do we use comma to separate two clauses? When what? An adverbial clause. It might not only be when, how, where. When it starts the sentence, you can use it to separate what? Two words, clauses. You separate the two clauses. And when it doesn't start the sentence, there is no need of words. Very good. There is no need of using word, comma. Okay, I have something for you to do. Write out four sentences using when to express time. Remember, you are going to use when to express time, just like we've done some of the examples there that are written on the board. Do well to go through the notes very well, read it, and try and do this homework. Try to write out these sentences. Make sentences. Alright. Do you enjoy your day? Remember to always wash your hands and breathe it and make care.